Hello everyone. In this lesson, I will show you how to design matte foundation using S Foundation software. So let's get started. Here I will define the materials first. So I'll click on define materials. Here you can see we have some predefined materials. So I'll modify these values only. I will click on concrete here. The grade I'll be using 25 MPa. I'll change the Young's modulus. Then I'll click on rebar steel. And for this I'll be using 500 MPa. Then click on OK. Now I will go to define rebars. I want to use the British set, so I'll click on British and load, apply and OK. Now I will draw the matte foundation here. I'll go to the top view. Here I'll click on matte and I'll be drawing the matte here. Now I will place the pedestals. And double click here. So here you can see we have finished creating the matte foundation. Now we will make the changes here in the dimension. So I will go to define and pad or pile caps here. Here you can see it is 8000 by 8000 by 500. So rather using 8000 by 8000, I want to make it 7000 by 7000. That means 7 meter by 7 meter. And the thickness I want to use 350 mm. So what I will do, I will make it 350 mm. From all the sides, I want to reduce 500 mm. So what I will do, I will make it 3500. So I have reduced the size. Now it is 7 meter by 7 meter. And if I go to pad again, it is the thickness is 350 mm. Now I will go to rebar and uniform. For the top reinforcement, I'll be using 12 mm bar for both the directions. And spacing, I'll be using 150 mm for top and bottom in both the directions. Now click on OK. Here you can see we have made the changes. Now I will change the dimension for the pedestal. So I'll click on here. And the pedestal height, I will use 1500, 1.5 meter. Here for the bar, I'll be using 16 mm main bars. And for the stirrups, I'll be using 8 mm bar. The spacing I'll keep as it is. Then click on apply and OK. I don't want this base plates here. So what I will do, I will go to base plates and I'll remove this base plate here. Here, let's check the pedestal dimension also. Here you can see it is 700 by 500. I will make it 300 by 500 actually. Apply and OK. So you can see we have made it. Now we will assign the loads on it. So for that I'll go to define, design load cases. I'll click on add. First I will add the self weight. I will name it as SW. I'll check this self weight. I don't want to consider the buoyancy but the overburden load of the soil. So I'll check this soil also. Click on apply. Then click on add again. Now I will add the dead load. I'll go to reaction loads. Here this dead load will be downwards. So for all the pedestals it will be minus 254. I'll consider. It will we need to get this from the superstructure reactions actually. Click on apply. Then I will add another load case. It will be live load. I'll go to reaction loads and in the FZ it will be minus 196. enter, click on apply. Now I will add wind loads here, so I'll click on add. I'll name it as wind along X. Reaction load for Fx I will consider 36.7, enter, apply. Now I will add for the Y direction, Wy, reaction loads, and it will be in the Fy, same value I will consider 36.7, click on apply. Now I will consider some surcharge load also, some extra loads from the top, so I will add it here. I'll name it surcharge, and here I will not keep I will not give this reaction load because we can give it in a different way. I will show you. So for that I will click on apply and click on OK. So if I go to loads here, reaction loads, you can see, so we have made a mistake here in the spelling, so you can change it always. Surcharge, okay. Now if you see the dead load, the dead loads are assigned. I can check this FZ, so you can see the value. If I make it live load, you can see this live load values. Now if I click on Fx and Fy also, and I'll change it to Wx, you can see it is in from the X direction, Wy is from the Y direction, and you can see the values also. Now I will assign the surcharge load. So for that, when to create the surcharge area, I'll click on this surcharge area and click on the top of the pad. It will automatically create the area. Then click on this surcharge load, select the load case as surcharge and give the pressure value as 130. So here we will not use the negative value because it is the pressure, not the force. So I'll click on this and it will automatically use it as a pressure. Now I'll go to define and soil. Here you can see we have different soils predefined. You can always change these parameters as per your soil report, and you can add some other predefined soil properties also. So I'll keep the predefined soil only. I'll go to define soil profiles. Here in the soil profile, you can define one layer or multi-layer soil profile. If you have multi-layer soil profile, you can select different soil types here, and you can also give the ultimate bearing capacity. As per the given parameters for the soil, the software will automatically calculate the ultimate bearing capacity. Still, if you want to give these values by your own, you can uncheck this auto calculate, so you can give these values by your own. For this example, I'll be using one layer of soil, so I'll click on one layer. Here I'll be using the sand silty. Backfill will be the same material. Water depth I'll consider 50 meter, and for ultimate bearing capacity I'll be using 960 kPa. Now click on OK. If you go to soil here, you can see the soil type here. Now if you go to rebar, you can also see the 3D view of the rebar. If I click on finite element, you can see how the finite element meshes are created. Here we have the line elements in terms of the pedestal, and from the line elements the load will be transferred using the finite elements actually. So now I will go to define load combinations. I will create some load combinations for serviceability and design also. So I'll click on add. Here I will add the dead load only with factor 1. I'll click on apply. I'll make a copy of this and I will add another load. Here in the dead load I will also consider the surcharge load, so it will be 3 count. I will also consider the surcharge load. Now here I will consider 4 load cases, all the dead loads, surcharge load and live load also with factor 1. Then I will make a copy of this. I'll apply here. I'll make a copy of this, and here I will add another load case for the wind load. So count will be 5. Here I will consider this Wx. Now here this live load and wind load factor I will consider as 0.8. You can consider this as per the code provisions. I'll make a copy of this and I'll change it to Wy and click on apply. So you have created some service load combinations. Now similarly I'll create the design load combinations. So for that I will select the first load combination here. I'll make a copy of this and I'll change these factors to 1.5. Click on apply. I'll select the second one. I'll make a copy. Here also I'll make all these factors as 1.5. Click on apply. I'll select the third one. I'll make a copy. Here I'll be using a factor of 1.2. Click on apply. Last I'll be selecting the fourth one. I'll make a copy and I'll be using again 1.2. Here this geotechnical acceptable utilization you can increase also as per the code provision. For now I'll keep it as the same and I'll click on apply or OK. Now I will run the analysis. Before that I will go to here case and combination. Here I do not want to design for the single load case, so I will uncheck this. The unfactored loads will be used for geotechnical checks, so I will uncheck the structural checks for the unfactored loads, and the factored loads will be used for the structural design, so I will uncheck the geotechnical check for these load combinations. So now I have considered these combinations for the geotechnical check and the factored load combinations for the structural check. I will go to the settings again. Here I will use the concrete code as ACI 11. You can give the cover, top, bottom and side cover. You can provide the loss of contact safety factors. Here, as it is a raft foundation, I will be checking only for the flexible check here. So I will uncheck this pad, geotechnical rigid, structural. Here for the pedestal, I will keep this as rigid. I don't have pile, so I'll uncheck this. And here also for the flexible check, I will uncheck the piles. Now I will run the analysis. Go to run and click on analyze and code check and click on yes. Here you can see it is failing in one-way shear. So that means we need to increase the depth of the foundation. So what I will do, I will go to define again and pad and pile caps. Here we have considered 300 mm. I'll make it 400 mm. I'll click on apply and OK. I will run the analysis again. Now here it is passing under all the conditions. You can see the design result. It is passing under one-way shear, pad structural and geotechnical checks also. Here you can see it's showing the utilization ratio. Now if you want to check the soil bearing pressure, you can select this soil bearing pressure option here and you can change the load combinations. You can see the contours here. You can also check the rebar utilization for the design load combination. So I'll select this design load combination. Here it will be showing for the flexural bottom X direction, it is showing the utilization ratio. Here you can see If you change it to bottom Y, it will show you the utilization for bottom Y direction. Here you can see the contour range. You can also check for the top, for flexor, top X and top Y. You can also check the deflection results. If you click on here, it will show you the animated deflection of the foundation. If I click on member results, it will show you the result for the pedestals. Now for the deflection, I will consider the service load combinations. So you can see the deflection. You can change it to stress. You can also check the stresses. If I want to check the panel contour results, I'll click on here and you can see the wood armor moment for the pad, and I will select the load combination, which is our design load combination. You can select here MX, MY, it is for the top. Here we have for the bottom. Here you can see the strip results also, different strips that the software has created. So you can select, you can check the shear, you can check the moments also in different strips. The same thing you can see here also in the tabular format. If you click on this member results, mat foundation, it will show you the member results. That means for the pedestal, you can see the graph. You can check here also. You can see the results for the foundation pad. So here, if you want to check the soil bearing and select the load combination, it will give you the utilization ratio for that particular load combination. You can also check for the structural load combinations. So this is how you can design a mat foundation in As Foundation software. So if you have not subscribed our channel yet, so please do subscribe and press the bell icon